if you are a homeowner who is underwater and struggling to make payments, there are options for you. David Synodis from HomeSmart is here to help sort us through the common misconceptions. It's good to see you, David. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You know, what are the options for people who are trying to lower their mortgage payments? They're struggling. Do they have many options?
Yeah, they definitely do have a couple of options. We can. There are certain programs that allow us to refinance people, even if they owe more than the property is worth currently. And then there are the loan modifications, and you know, I've been a big advocate of the loan modifications. I've been helping people with tips and tricks to try to get those done over the last couple of years. I'll be honest, there are some things that I'm realizing lately, some things that have been coming out in regard to loan modifications that are giving me pause. The program that we've had in place for nearly a year now is not giving us quite the results that we were hoping for.
What do homeowners need to know about these loan modifications? What should they be aware of?
They need to know, you know, I get a lot of feedback, a lot of telephone calls from people. It's still very difficult for them to get through to the lenders and get, you know, these actually in place. What they're doing a lot now is they're giving trial loan modifications 3 months at a time that at some point are supposed to become permanent. Unfortunately, nationally only 4.6% of all of these loan modifications have become permanent. In the Phoenix area, it's a little better. I think it's 9.1% of the loan modifications, you know, the trials have become permanent. The concern with the permanent modifications is that permanent is really only 3 or 5 years, and the there are no principal reductions that go along with those, and at the end of the loan modification, you could actually wind up owing more on the property than you do now. And it seems as though we're hearing lately that the banks are providing these modifications, and then they're reporting people as not paid as agreed each month. So at the end of the 3 or 5 years, your credit could be irreparably, you know.
That's a lot of stuff to consider.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
It is. And what about short sales? A lot of people have misconceptions about those, too,
Well, all of that, unfortunately, is making the short sales a better option, more attractive. You know, a lot of the misconceptions about short sales is, oh, well, if I do a short sale, my credit is ruined. And that's not true at all. In fact, you know, if you've got a good credit history, a short sale is going to be, you know, a speed bump in that, especially in comparison to having them report you not paid as agreed for 3 or 5 years. In fact, there's been some changes to the way that we do short sales, and in certain situations, people can even buy another house the next day after closing a short sale.
So who's the best person to consider a short sale? Who would that be, that person, if you're wondering what to do, loan modification, short sale? Who's the best person for a short sale?
Well, obviously somebody who's suffered you know, some type of income or health or family or, you know, that type of thing. But we're also seeing, you know, people do what's referred to as strategic defaults. People who are just heavily underneath their property. There's been a lot of talk lately about it's a business decision. You know, it's something that we do in business all the time. We're spending money and it's not getting us anywhere, and maybe we just need to consider what our options are and letting it go and move on.
Yeah, it's a lot of people are talking about what they should be doing, because a lot of people are in that situation. Thank you for help kind of clarifying it, because there is a lot of misconceptions out there. If you want to reach David, he can really walk you through a lot of this stuff. You can send him an email at dave@azhomeline.com. Give him a call, the phone number you see there, and try to help yourself get out of the situation that's best for you. Thanks again, David.
Thank you very much.